Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Raynday Gaming. My name, of course, is Raynday, and today I'm taking you through another Dare Me in my Dare Me series here for Smite, and it is called Bloodthirsty Thanatos. That's right, prepare for some blood, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be a real ride here for you today. I am so excited to be showing this dare because not only was it a exciting dare for an exciting character, right, where we're building crit onto Thanatos with some Bloodforge, as well as Transcendence. So we are hitting super hard with our basic attacks, but not only that, our basic abilities are hitting like a truck as well, and lifestealing on top of all of Thanatos' lifestealing mechanics that he has in his kit. I'll explain that to you in a bit. But it's because one of my clan members, one of my newer officers, Omar, suggested it to me, so I definitely wanted to support him, get his name out there, and shout him out in this video. Thank you, Omar. Remember, if you want to be shouted out in a Dare Me video, all you got to do is tweet me right in the comment section below here. Follow me on any of my social medias and let me know your dare, and I may retweet it, and I may showcase it in the next Dare Me video. So please go ahead and do that. Today, you're going to be seeing Thanatos, Chalk, Capri, Nuwa, and Xbalanque versus a Chalk, another Chalk that mirror, a Willix, Apollo, and a Xingqian. Xingqian is back a little bit, guys. He's got his root, and of course, he's got a lot to be talked about. We could do a whole video on him, but we're not, right? Because we're doing Bloodthirsty Thanatos. Now, Bloodthirsty Thanatos has the damage buff, which is only fitting. I'm wearing my red, kind of like feeling like a Gundam skin, even though it's not, but it's feeling like that. It's Tech Reaper Thanatos, but he's also got the red power buff. And look at that, an early Death Scythe, and that's the kill. First blood goes to me, the extra 500 gold. I'll take that in my back pocket, baby. Chalk coming in, trying to whirlwind around us. Apollo dashes through, and that's his dash. I go up into the air, and he immediately ults, knowing that he could be in some serious trouble, especially with that Xbalanque ult coming in, so he decides to get out. Now, that was a smart decision by him because all of a sudden, he knew that when I was going up in the air, I had a pretty much guaranteed stun onto him, considering the Xbalanque's Darkest of Nights was out. That ultimate that gives us vision onto them, but eliminates their vision except for a minimal radius around their body. So the team gets flustered, they don't know what's happening. Oh yeah, and if they're moving at the end of it, they get stunned for 1 second. So he really would have had to stand in place, and that would allow me to go ahead and stun him with my ultimate, not kill him, but immediately 3-1, and then kill him with a basic attack. So that is pretty much the key to Thanatos. If you haven't seen my How to Play Thanatos, please go ahead and do watch that. You will understand. I'll use a lot of the mechanics here, and I talk about all of Thanatos' abilities. So if you want to know all the in-depth stuff, go look at that. Go look at that. Don't even watch this video. Oh, do watch it. Do watch it, though. I do want you guys to watch it. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm excited, man. This is great. Overwatch launches today as well. It's Monday, the 23rd, so it launches at 4 p.m. Actually, just 6 minutes ago here in in California where I live, so I'm excited for that. Let me know if you guys are going to be playing Overwatch, what you guys think about that. I will be covering it here and there, but I mean, obviously, it's still mostly Smite. As Zygan takes down Death Walker 7000 there. Apollo looking to be in trouble because I've got my eyes on him. I'm going for the Death Scythe. I do miss it, anticipating he would be running behind that corridor there, which is one of the things you can do as a Thanatos. You can kind of anticipate where people will go. Getting the length of the Death Scythe down is probably the first thing because it goes way farther than you think. So a lot of newer Thanatos players will be thinking, oh, I can't hit that, but you really can because it goes freaking far. But the other thing about this is that getting the timing down, it's a little bit of a different projectile. Every projectile in Smite has a little bit of a different speed. This has a unique speed as well. And so learning how to angle your body and angle your abilities as the engagement goes down. Apollo's going onto the new wall, but a brilliant stun there by the minions, and the ultimate from Chalk silencing everyone, allowing me to get a couple basic attacks and kill the Apollo. I'm up in the air going after the Willix, who goes to the threshold thanks to Epic Gamer Ben's Chalk axe, and I go ahead and take her down as well. It's just me and Raw, and he's looking like he's got nowhere to go, but now Apollo's here, back with his ultimate so quickly, and I use my Death Scythe to heal up and get away. I use my beads, and that hurts. That hurts because I was trying to beads out of a Raw ult? What? Have I ever played Smite before? I have no idea what I'm trying to do there, but the silence comes out. Apollo's looking in like a bad situation, though. The Death Scythe misses, but it doesn't matter because I clean it up. That's a 4-0 start, and this is looking good, ladies and gentlemen. We're almost on to Transcendence. Now, Transcendence, why is this so good? Why is this Dare Me going to be awesome? Oh, the Raw. Oh, the snipe. He's almost dead. Oh, my God. Like 1 health. He would have been taken out. Oh, the dream. We missed the dream, but it's okay. My bloodthirsty Thanatos will be back for you. We will see you again, Ra. Trust me. It is not the last time you meet the bloodthirsty Thanatos. What is this, like a Puss in Boots? Like Thanatos? I don't know. I went a little bit too like Antonio and Banderas there. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that one. But yeah, Bloodthirsty Thanatos. Getting that Transcendence early on is huge because Transcendence is a really good power spike item for the mid game, early mid game, because what happens is when you're building stacks, each one of those stacks not only adds mana, so you'll be able to use your abilities more often, so it should essentially be able to stay in the fight. And for a character like Thanatos who heals up off of his abilities, who heals off 75% of the damage dealt for his Death Scythe, that number 1 you're seeing me throw, it allows me to go ahead and do that more often and have a little bit more sustain. Use those abilities a little bit more, you know, willing, like, you know, a little bit more freely. Ra is in such trouble here, and he doesn't realize he's about to go down. I do miss my Death Scythe, but Deathwalker makes sure that it all goes into the right bank, and that's our team's, so that we get 5 points in preference of our squad there, making it a 402 to 401 lead for us. Very minimal, but we're still trying to go ahead and capitalize on my early advantage. Obviously, Thanatos is a very early game god, and we were just talking about Transcendence. The other key to that, as I do hit the Willix nice with a nice Death Scythe there, the other key to that is that the power, you will be gaining power from the mana that you get and your total mana. And so you will essentially be not only having a very high power item, but you will be then gaining power as you build stacks. So every minion you kill increases your power. As a Night Death Scythe comes on to the Xingqian, I jump up into the air to ultimate. I actually land, but he's actually saved because of his passive. Xingqian passive OP. Okay, so what happened was I went up into the air. Okay, I'm a little salty about that, but I went up into the air, and essentially he has a passive that allows him to recover health very quickly if he has full stacks. And he apparently had full stacks enough so that when it went under my threshold of being able to kill him, and that just means for Thanatos, he has a threshold of the amount of health you have to have before you get that like red little beeping boom, boom. You hear the throbbing in the earphones there, and I'm basically guaranteed a kill if I land on them in my ultimate in that state. He went right back up, right at the edge, and he went right back up thanks to his passive, the HP 5 increasing from him. And now he's in the state again. I don't know if he's going to get away. He's got silence, though, but all of my abilities are going. I'm trying to chase him with my scent of death because I smell something good, but Big Nasty takes the kill. Ra is here, however, and he's trying to get me. Willix is here as well, but the Khepri ult saves me. Oh, nice plays by Death. I'm throwing my Death Scythe. I do add the damage and heal up to almost 50% health, as you can see, really powerful there. Just getting that healing off of that. And now let's add Bloodforge on top of this, guys. This is going to be pretty good. I got to say, Bloodforge, a super strong item. And I'm pretty sure I just explained Transcendence and why it's mid-game, but it allows you, as you're kind of waiting for your 3rd and 4th items, which can be more expensive in your builds, to continually have more power. Whereas other characters who aren't buying items like that, buy the power, they've got it, but they're not gaining power as they kill minions or as they level. And so you will have a potential better mid-game than some of these characters if you invest and it pays off to get the full stacks quickly onto Transcendence. Now, I go ahead and get picked up, but I beads out of the Xingqian ultimate, trying to chase down the Willix. My Sense of Death is not active anymore, and so now I'm forced to ult up into the air. I see some potential kills coming down, and I land onto the Ra. I use my Death Scythe. One basic attack could do it, but he's getting away. I'm knocked up by the Xingqian and rooted, so I can't chase that, but I've got my Sense of Death, and I find that I'm smelling chalk today, baby, and I go ahead and take him down. Sunny Yu going back to the grave, and now a Willix blocking a Death Scythe that could have taken out Apollo, but he makes it a base alive, makes it safe, tells all his friends, yo, watch out for this Bloodthirsty Thanatos. This guy is bloodthirsty. I think you could also call bloodthirsty that the fact that I'm just getting a lot of kills and I want a lot of kills. You know, bloodthirsty can mean a lot of things. I don't necessarily have to be leeching blood. It's not like vampire, you know what I mean? Even though it's got the connotations of that, because vampires are very bloodthirsty. Ra is here. He's trying to kill me. I have to get out of here, but oh my god, the Aegis is forced too early. The Chalk and the Ra are aggressing onto me. The slows are here. I have to turn around and try and fight this. I use my silence, but there's no cool plays that happen, and I just die. Yeah, that just happens. Sometimes you just die. You know what I mean? It's like sometimes games, you just die in games, and it's okay. Sometimes you lose games. I lose a lot of games, guys. And if I gave up after every game I lost, I would never be anywhere near the player that I am today. And not saying that I'm even anywhere near the player that I want to be in the future. It's just that I know it's a process. And you guys got to understand that when you have bad games, do not let that affect you. I go ahead and get picked up, but the Xingqian throws me into the Willix, but I miss my Death Scythe. My DS going down. Very much like my old Nintendo DS, which is just down somewhere in the depths of my garage that will never be found again. Unfortunately, I did like some good, I think there was a Yoshi game on that I really did enjoy, by the way. I think anyone have, what was the good DS games? I don't remember. Nintendo DS was like, I skipped over that. Once we got away from Game Boy and Pokemon Blue and Red, I was off of handhelds, man. It was Sonic and the not the Sega, but the, man, what do you call it, man? Super Sonic on the Maybe it was Sega. I don't know what it is, but Apollo seems to not know either. He's got a beads to get out of the Capri ult, but now, oh my god, the Chalk is chasing after me. Can I get out of here alive? And I seem to do it. 54 health is going to keep me in the game without taking a death, and I've got my ultimate available. This could spell trouble. I got the land onto the Apollo. I'm going for him, but I missed my Death Scythe, but I'm hitting him with my basic attacks, and it seems to be doing enough. I get the last one and heal up based off of his maximum health, and now I get to go ahead and stay in this fight again. Thanatos with this passive, when I get these kills, I'm going to be having to go all in. Why? Because when I get them, I'm going to heal up based on my target's maximum health. The amount of maximum health is actually going to be 20% of that target's maximum health. So if I get a kill onto a Xingqian that I'm chasing, that's going to bump me up real high. And now let's add the Bloodforge shield on top of that, okay? Because Bloodforge is going to give me that shield. It's going to give me that extra movement speed. It's going to give me an extra, I believe, potentially 400 health, and it's going to be just a huge component for me being able to get my kills and stay safe after I put myself in a dangerous position to get them, right? Because as an assassin, you're going to have to go in. You know, you got to make sure that you're like, okay, I'm fully committing here, especially with Thanatos, who kind of has this kind of all-in kit. And of course, you'll see me use it here. Now, what a great pull there by Big, comboing into the new WoW minions. Very effective use of CC and a lot of damage as well. If you hit that full combo, man, that hurts. That hurts like, I don't even know. It's something that hurts, like getting slapped in the face. I mean, I've been slapped in the face. That hurts. That can very much hurt. If it's the right kind of girl. I got slapped by a girl named Ashley, and that hurt. Okay, I don't know about Ashley's out there, but I've been slapped by in 7th grade. I was slapped by a girl named Ashley. I was actually slapped by 3 girls in the same day. That's the only time I've ever really been slapped by a woman. I don't know. Anyways, maybe I'll tell you guys that story. That's like one of my stories. You know, you got those stories you tell with people. That's one of mine. The 7th grade slapping story. And let me tell you this. Obviously, I'm me. Y'all gonna be saying, what did you do, Raynday, to get slapped? You must have deserved it. I did not deserve these slaps. I did not deserve these slaps, okay? But I get the kill. I did deserve that one on the Zygon. The Apollo out of position, and now we go back into it. The Chalk ultimating. I guess he's got an ultimatum here. Stay or die if he tries to do it, but it looks like there's no decision to be made. I'll make it for him. Stay and die. How about that? And it looks like you see the Raw going with the ultimate, but it misses, and now Apollo coming down with his. I see the Willix, and I'm ready for my Death Scythe. I aim it perfectly, but he jumps away, and now the Xingqian aggressing onto me. He's got a root onto the Xbalanque. Looks like he's still chasing after that, so the sprint is popped, removing any slows that might be potentially happening onto that team. I use basically a defensive Death Scythe, excuse me, not a Scythe, a Soul Reap to basically go ahead and stop anything, any type of aggression that may be happening. A 501 basic attack sends Apollo running back to base in the threshold, and I could be chasing after him, of course, with my number 2 fully maxed up. Not only will that give me penetration, actually max 35, which is actually the cap of penetration is 50. So Thanatos can easily break that cap with Brawler's Beatstick and his number 2. He will be higher than the cap. So you do not need a ton of penetration items on Thanatos. Like full pen Thanatos wouldn't really make any sense. I mean, you would pretty much be able to get 35 of it, most of it from his 2. Now you see the Xingqian should be in trouble here. My ult's not up, so I can't really chase him effectively, but the Chalk decides to ult instead, giving me a little bit of CC and giving his teammate a little bit of time to go ahead and back right in our face. That is a lazy, just ridiculous back. I need to get Xingqian for that because that was unbelievable. I'm 8-2-7 though. Bloodthirsty Thanatos needs more. I'm chasing after the Apollo, but Big Nasty cleans that one up. XGXAY. I'm gonna call him Zygon, guys. I'm sorry. I'm calling him Zygon. Seems like he hasn't had the best day. A Soul Reap comes out. I use my beads to avoid getting taken by the Xingqian ult and actually kill the Willix. So that was me just paying attention to the fight. I knew Xingqian was going to ult. If I would have let my beads go and let him pick me up and then use my beads, I would have missed the crucial amount of time I needed to basic attack and kill the Willix while she was getting pulled from the Capri. So basically what I did was I beads preemptively so it didn't even affect me. I land down onto the Apollo, throw my Death Scythe immediately and take him out, and now the Raw is on the run. It looks like I'm chasing, but it looks like now I'm being chased. 3 members, a Soul Reap, silencing all 3 of them and giving me and Deathwalker and crew of Epic Gamer Ben and squad to go ahead and get back behind our minions, back up a little bit. Xingqian not wanting to let me back, even though he did the laziest back of all. So it's like, what? Why were you not letting me back? You did the laziest back, and now you're like not letting me back like safely near my base? That's ridiculous. That's a double standard. I don't want to be held to a double standard, and neither should you. So we should go ahead and take him down for that. A really nice pull from Deathwalker there. A Death Scythe comes out, but what a teleport coming out from the Chalk, but that's got to be GG. He's jumping. He knows it is, and now there's 2 members under the threshold. This could be good for me. I'm moving at double movement speed. How fast am I? Oh my goodness, a nice Aegis though by the Raw, and I'm forced in a bit of a pickle here. I've got my Aegis, so my Sanctuary is going to save me, but I've also got the Kepri ult, so if I do die, I'm okay. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. No, pretty much more like I'm good if I do, good if it. If I don't, I got a Kepriol and a Sanctuary, and that's an unstoppable for me. 12 and 2 and 10. Where are you seeing this? Bloodthirsty Thanatos. We're going on to the Willix. We can take her out as well. Epic Gamer Ben gets the kill, though. Pray to Jesus, not getting those prayers answered. And he goes down, 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 down to the river. I don't know if that's a song, but it could be. Maybe in the 80s. Down, 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 down to the river. River, river, river. Yeah, I don't know. They, probably need better words. Probably need better lyrics. We'll see. Nice ultimate there by Chalk, completely stopping the aggression happening. I throw my Death Scythe onto the Raw, making him a little slower. That Death Scythe, a lot of damage. I'm also healing off of that, but again, it's going to slow enemies by 20%. It's going to take a chunk of damage. Not only that, 380 plus 60% of my physical power, but 10% of that god's maximum health. So if they've got 2,000 health, that's 200. So 580, right? Plus 60% of my physical power. That's insane. That's just for a squishy mage. Imagine a 3,000, 4,000, health, Chalk. I mean, it's gonna hurt anybody. I don't have the beads now, so I can't preemptively do anything here. I immediately ult up into the air, hoping they don't have enough damage, and they don't. I'm landing on the Xingqian, and I get that health back, but I also get the Bloodforge, and I go into the Death Scythe, onto the Willix. Pray to Jesus again. Your God ain't answering you because I get the double kill, and this is gonna be dangerous here. I've got, oh my God, a 686 gives me the triple kill, going for the quadra, but Spiker takes it out already. The Willix jumps in, and that's bad news bears for her because she's got no way to go, but it looks like we've got two in the back line, so we're going to back it on up a little bit. No need to go ahead and aggress onto them because, hey, they're already being aggressed on, and they're aggressing onto us. We've already got them right where we want them in our back line. We're safe. We've got our whole team here. They're pushed up too far. We can go ahead and get this kill. The Apollo comes down, but what is he doing by himself? Trying to dive this kill? That is just a waste of time. I don't even use my beads because there are better things. I use them now to get out of the Willix damage, but it looks like she's going to kill me despite my Bloodforge lifesteal, which is going to give me 15%. I cannot best her in a combo, not in a combo, in a fight, but Big Nasty with the double kill. Nice play on a 1v1. I can't box her, a Willix. And you know what? Without all your abilities up, Thanatos can't box in a Willix. I mean, that's just not what Thanatos does, right? But it doesn't matter because I'm 15-3 and 15 right now. Bloodthirsty Thanatos, Raynday Gaming. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much for being a part of the channel. Thank you all for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I read all your comments. I try to answer as many of them as possible, guys. You know how, it's getting very busy, but you know what? I'm always doing my best to connect with the community. I want to be streaming soon for you guys as well, so we can connect. Obviously, no promises, but just want to make sure we all stay connected and understand we are moving together as a channel, as a movement, as a positive gaming takeover. It's really, really awesome seeing all this come to pass in such a quick time here, as we've got the Death Scythe being thrown, but no dice. But it looks like I've got another chance at the roll. It looks like the Willix doesn't see it though, and I get the kill. It's now a potential time for me to go in. I've got the Death Scythe onto the Thanatos. A basic attack will secure the double kill. There are two under the threshold, and I'm just looking for one. The Raw going to the left side, but me and my scent of death is going to smell him out right away. Give me that last soul reap, and I'll take it. The Chalk ult comes out, securing the silence onto this Chalk. That's a triple kill for me in a killing spree. I'm 18-3 and 16. The Chalk is going in, 555 damage crit, makes it an unofficial quadra kill, and it gives me a double kill here. And the last kill goes to Epic Gamer Ben. No Pentas for me, but it doesn't matter because Raw standing still, and you shouldn't stand still on a Bloodthirsty Thanatos because you'll get your blood sucked. That moment when you think you're coming up with a catchy catchphrase and you play it back in your head and it doesn't sound as cool. But it doesn't matter because you know what? He did get his blood sucked because we are bloodthirsty. Because we did the damn dude 23 and what was the score? What was the score? 23 and 17? Holy moly. What a game. 41 to 17. I mean, without my kills, that's 21. That's an even game, right? You know what I mean? It's insane how amazing that is. And, this is such a fun build. I actually had a lot of feel. Like, I actually played another game with this build. I got 18 kills. So, the one thing I will say with this build when you guys are using it or attempting to is to understand that Thanatos is a very early game god that, when played correctly, can use his snowball early to mid game to be a very dangerous, almost uncontestable mid to late game god. But if you not let him get to the late game, if you don't let him get there and he doesn't have a good, like you die several times early, it's going to be tough. So remember, this build, it has a ton of crits. You'll be able to literally 2-hit an Isis. I crit an Isis for 1200 with this build. Like, it's so literally 2 attacks, I killed her. And that's not counting your abilities. I mean, it is so much fun. You're going to be able to do so much damage. This brings Bloodthirsty. This brings damage Thanatos. This takes this to a whole other level. I'm so excited for you guys to try this out. But again, remember, get your early game right. Make sure you get those early kills and do not die. Make sure you can farm up, you get those minions, you stack your Transcendence as soon as possible in whatever mode you're in, and hopefully you'll be having the same amount of success than I did. Thank you guys so much for watching and of course staying a part of this channel. It's amazing to see the growth and just always so magical for me to see how every person in this specific channel, this community, is a person living their lives, learning, connecting, and when every comment is made, that's one life. That is someone who is putting themselves here to say, I like what's going on, or I don't like what's going on, or here's just my opinion because I want to be heard. And you know that this is a channel where you are heard. You know this is a channel where people BM, and if they do, I respond and I say, listen, I don't know why you're doing that. What's your purpose? I know you're trying to help, but the way you're saying that needs to be more constructive if you want to get that through to me and have more legitimacy in the comment section. Remember that this is a place where you can be yourself and be unabashedly that. And if I ever see anything that's negative or that's hatey or, you know, I delete that. I remove that. So remember that, guys. This is a place, a safe haven for gamers to be positive, to enjoy themselves, and to have fun, cool builds presented to them like this. I hope you guys enjoyed this latest Dare Me. Hope you guys enjoyed the series. And if you have any more ideas, link them in the comment section below or on my Twitter at Raynday Gaming. Thank you guys so much for watching. And of course, as always, remember to never give up, never stop gaming, and I'll see you guys next time.